too loud compared to me. Welcome to the stream with me, Forte07, and art stuff. Also, Coco Chew. Your thing's not in the chat box, but I see your chat. Yes, this music's good. This is actually Birdley's theme from Deltarune, but it's a version called Birdley's theme, but it drops harder. So yeah. I don't Birdley annoys me as a character, but hey, he has a good theme song. But yeah, welcome to the stream. It's art stream time, albeit late art stream time. And guess what? We're working this motherfucking shot still. But that's what we're doing. Wait, why do I have a circle here? Why do I have a circle here? I think it's for the laugh, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. Okay, whatever. Hey, Twaz. How are you doing? Also, hello, Coco. Welcome to the stream. I don't like that the head here gets smaller. It's not supposed to. It was supposed to be, like, angling downwards, and it's not doing that. Yeah, no, it's shrinking. I'm gonna fix that real quick. It's bothering me. It's important that he angles downwards. Might not be able to stay with the whole thing. Oh no, you're totally fine. To be honest, I don't know if we're going to be going fully to what time do I end? 11 anyway. I still have a little bit of work to finish up myself, kind of. It's like admin, really. But I'm super frustrated with work right this second. Because Adobe Flash, at least for the file I'm working on, just does not want to cooperate with me today. First off, I've just been having issues with my tablet. It doesn't like to connect sometimes. Like, I can't even use the Bluetooth mode on it on my computer most of the time because it just doesn't want to pick up that I've turned it on. I don't know why. I've reinstalled the driver. I couldn't tell you how many times. So I don't know if there's just an issue with just their software in general, the current driver, what have you. So I was fiddling with that, and now Adobe Animate, or Flash to us old people, because I'm still going to call it Flash because I'm old. It's being really... Now, Flash/Animate tends to be buggy in general. And mine's being just a super pain in the ass right this second. Because a few times in the last day or so, I've been working, and then it decides to freeze and crash. Now, this is kind of normal with Flash. The habit is to make sure you save often. I have a button usually on, like, my tablet, always for most programs, just so I don't have to go hit Control-S or go up to File and Save, to save stuff. Well, when you work in Flash and Animate, you should probably be pressing it every minute or so. Like, that's not even a joke, because you never know when it's just going to decide to break and die and crash. Now, I had an issue with the old version of Animate I had, which was like the 2012 edition, where the autosave wasn't very good. It didn't kick in half of the time, so I didn't rely on the autosave. I just saved my stuff as often as I could. And that usually mitigated it. Well, I guess the new version, where the autosave actually works, has just made me a little bit complacent. Because I'm not saving as often as something, because the autosave usually saves my bacon if things go wrong. However, I'm having this very unique situation where the program will crash, the autosave will catch it, and save a recovery file. It's like, okay, great, when I open it, it'll give me that file. I have to go save it to make sure, you know, it saves stuff from the recovery file. The last couple times I've had to save from a recovery file, the program would crash right before I got up to hitting save. Because if I just hit Control-S, I think it'd either bring up a... I don't know, I don't actually hit Control-S for that. I actually go up to File and Save for some reason for this. So maybe it's my fault. But it's like... I'm pretty sure if I don't know if I hit Control S if it'll say with the stupid, like, recover tag on. It's like, I don't need recover in the fucking name. So, you know, I go up to save. Well, in the time it takes me to get up to the fucking save button, the program would crash again. And because this is a recovery file, meaning it's a temporary file that hadn't been saved, when it crashes the second time, it means all that data of that recovery file gets purged. Completely gone. So I open up the file again. I open up Flash, I have to open up the file. Of course, nothing's been saved. So I just lost all that work. Because Animate ate it. It ate my fucking work. It ate it. And yeah, it's super fucking frustrating. It's like, oh, come on. Like, the systems that are there to help mitigate data loss are working, but I can't get to saving it fast enough before it kills itself on accident. And it's like, oh my god. It's like watching somebody with a pair of scissors slide around on an icy floor. That's not an actual thing, but that's the image that I have in my head. Like, they're already slipping around, they probably stabbed themselves, and oops, they saved themselves, slipped again, and have stabbed themselves a different time with the same scissors. I don't know where I'm going with this. Either way, I'm frustrated. And it's like, I need to get back to it, but it's like, I can't. Because it just keeps freezing, and it's like, okay, I've managed to avoid it, like, crashing with the recovery file up occasionally, but it's been hit and miss on if it wants to cooperate, and I can't even figure out why it's crashing. Again, this is just the thing Flash does. It tests your patience. It's a patience testing program. And it's just unfortunate, because it's not like there's any alternatives I could use for it, because this is for work. If it's like my own shit and I have to go and switch to a whole totally new program, fine. My boss said, because I have the 2022 version, 2021, whatever, the most recent version. So you think it should freaking work over my old 2012 version. My boss like, well, if you're having a problem with it, just install your old copy. And it's like, I've been tempted to, but I have one problem with doing that. Being, the way I install my old copy is an archaic thing called a CD disc. And most modern laptops don't come with CD drives in them. And I don't have a USB CD drive. And I don't think you can get the files offline, because they don't want you using the old versions that might be a slightly more stable, that just lack features. They want you to pay for the Creative Cloud versions. So they don't have them online unless you go through less than legal means, if you will. Well, that's what it is. It's someone stuck on an ice rink with a pair of scissors or something. It's not a banana peel. Or maybe it's a banana peel with a pair of scissors. I don't know. It's stupid. It's so stupid, and I'm super frustrated at this point in time. That I was just like, I can't right this second. I just physically can't with this program. Because it literally just did that thing where it ate my thing when I was trying to recover or save the recovery file, that I'm like, okay, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I just shut down my computer and turned it off turned it back on, instead of just flat old restarting it, because I was like, okay, maybe it doesn't like that I'm just restarting it, and it wants me to do like a whole fucking boot down. I was like, fuck you, computer. So yeah, I'm in a mood right this second with it, because I am. It's been doing this to me at least all day. It might have started last night because it was crashy, but I wasn't that far ahead, so I didn't notice the problem. But it just, it's super annoying. Sure, I shouldn't have waited until like last minute to do things, but it's like, even if this happened at any other point during having to do work, it would still be annoying, because I'm still losing an annoying amount of work because the program imploded. And I was like, please stop. Again, there's no way for me to fix it as far as I know. I don't think there's an update. I'm pretty sure an update just dropped. So it's like, I don't know if it's the newest update that's just fucking around with my stuff. Because I've done nothing different on this file compared to my other files. Because sometimes you're like, oh, okay, like I had some older files and I'd have like textures or patterns on them, like a lot. And it would just get really heavy. And I don't think old Flash liked that. So it would struggle a bit. It would work. It'd just struggle. It's like, I'm not doing anything different on this file. I don't know why it's breaking. Like, please stop. I just want this to be done. And fucking Anime's like, no, go back, do it again. Nothing's wrong with it, but just do it again. I'm like, I hate you. So yeah, I'm just having like a minor crisis because Flash is a piece of poop. That's the long and short of it. But it crashed, and I'm like, I'm done. That's why I have this thing of ice cream right here. I should only eat a part of it, but I'm probably going to eat all of it. Because I'm just fucking stressed and my fucking program keeps crashing. It's really good ice cream though. If you have a Kroger or similar and they have the chocolate paradise ice cream, sure, expensive ice creams are good, but this is pretty good for like generic grocery store brand ice cream. But yeah. That's my Sunday. Upside down. Yeah, that's why I like skeleton noses. Or that's how I like to draw skeleton noses. And my favorite way to draw skeleton noses, upside down heart. Now this is a soul. Soul. Hearts don't exist in Undertale. There is only souls. But yeah, I'm just a little frazzled right this second. Then I have like a lot on my plate and I'm just extremely tired. Yesterday drained me a little more than I thought it did. I came home, I had a small like little anime convention yesterday. It was my first one of the year. And it went okay for like a small one day, like, I don't know if I think it's technically like a first time thing. Is this one anime store that's kind of in the area? I guess before they would host like little miniature artist alleys, like only artist alleys, but this time they bumped it up to a mini con. So they had like a few panels and a cosplay contest, right? That was kind of annoying because everything was in the gymnasium of a middle school, so all the noise everywhere because, you know, they're doing panels in the same room with a mic and that just bounces off the gymnasium walls all damn day. It's very, it was a little overwhelming, but you know, it's just, it was kind of slow, but still, sitting at a table all day, it can be a teeny tiny bit draining. And I think I would have felt even worse had I not invested. I finally invested in a seat cushion. I don't know if you guys remember from after I did Motor City Comic Con last year in October or whatever, that I was like dying because the chairs there, ooh, super fucking bad. That I had to buy a seat cushion so I didn't die from my tailbone murdering me or something. Because my tailbone, my backside would have just pulled itself off of my body at some point and murdered me in my sleep if I didn't do anything. That's how bad the chair was. Would have made my backside become sentient and murder me. That's how that works. Don't question it, it just does. But, yeah, I came home last night and I was like, I was gonna do some work, but I was tired and I just wanted to play some games. So I played some Gunfire, and then of course I did a little work, and then I passed out on the couch again. Passing out on the couch is just what I do, though. That's my typical night. But, yeah. There's this awful joke around my work's office anytime that Adobe crashes, which is a lot. It's always faster the second time you have to do it, which is BS. No, it's not faster. Sure, maybe you know what you're doing, but you still gotta sit there and do the fucking thing. Sometimes maybe it's a little faster. But you still last all those hours of work. At least I have ice cream. Also, hello, Brian. Sorry, I don't mean to eat on stream. I really try not to, but I'm just stressed. I really shouldn't sit here and eat this whole thing, but I'm going to. That is at the right state. I like my ice cream partially melted, where it's like, not soupy, but it's a little runny. What is your guys' favorite kind of ice cream? I'm always good for a solid chocolate, or if you give me a cookies and cream. Yummy. Yum, 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 yum. Mint chocolate chip. I don't know if I've ever had mint chocolate chip. Now, ooh, down in Texas, I think it's down south, there's this chain of, like, they're fast food stores slash kind of like convenience stores. Fast food restaurants and convenience stores called Brahms. That's where my aunt gets her milk and stuff. But, you know, they do ice cream, they do, like, you know, chicken tenders and hamburgers. It's kind of like a Dairy Queen, I guess, when it comes to, like, their food. But they have a chocolate chip, and it's super yummy. I haven't had that in a while because I haven't been to Texas in a bit. Next time I go down there, I'm gonna have to splurge on a chocolate chip and eat it way faster than I probably should, but I don't care. Move this. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna redraw that. Why is that crooked? It's not supposed to be that crooked. Rocky Road and Hot Fudge is my go-to for ice cream. I also like a moose track from time to time. Like, I don't mind things in my ice cream. But occasionally it's like, yeah, a nice peanut butter cup or something in my ice cream is pretty good. Sherbets are good. I discovered only recently that I like lime. I was always just an orange sherbet person. I went through a period where I had, like, really nasty, like, stomach problems. Like, I had to be on a probiotic, like, to function, and it sucked. But I found that at least when I had stomach bugs, a good thing for me to eat, might not be good for everyone, was, you know, something cold helped, but ice cream was usually too heavy when I had a stomach bug to eat. But sherbet was usually okay enough that I was fine if I ate it. And just it being cold made me not feel like death. Nah. Someone told me the other day, like, drawing circles with the stabilizer is is easier. Did stabilizers be damned, drawing circles is still a pain in the ass. These aren't even circles, these are like ovals. Eggs. Well, you know, that's fine. More chocolate things for me, just give me. This is like whenever I run into people that are like, I don't like crab legs. Like, well, good, I'm not gonna share my crab legs with you anyway. Sometimes it's fine if people don't like the same foods you do, because that means that they won't eat yours if you have some. I guess it makes it hard to share things, but at least then you don't have to share. I might actually just draw his mouth on these shots, considering he's not talking anymore here, and I don't need them necessarily separate. Is my reference sheet? It's not in here. What the fuck? Where is it? Here? Yes? This, you see, your perfectionism hasn't changed over the— What are you talking about? Consistency here is important, though. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure my sister still doesn't like watching me draw because of how often I will undo things. Now that I said it, I'm stuck. Okay, 18 here I actually want to copy over because I do. Yeah, no, come on. I guess it is kind of a problem. I need to kind of be in the good enough territory on stuff if I want to get shit done. No, there we go. Copy, paste. What is this? What is this symbol? What is... What is this symbol? I've not seen this before. This isn't anywhere else. What are these? Delete that. I'm just gonna, move this. I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is this? Go away. Get. Oh no! Copying it copies that thing. What is this? I don't know what this is. Clip Studio Paint Layer Symbols. I'm gonna eat ice cream. Did I click on something? I didn't click on anything. Draft. Locked layer. Locked layer. Mask? No. Raster layer. That's making a mask. No. Layer palette menu. Nope. Oh, what is this? What is this symbol? List of functions detailed. Maybe? I have never seen that symbol before in my life. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. We're going to snip this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna make this help. Oh, hold on. Help. .png. Okay, let's see if this works. If this works, I'll laugh. So we're gonna do Google Images, right? We're gonna do search by image. Now we're gonna go find that file I just made in my pictures, and then I'm going to where to put it. We're gonna drag and drop. Get off. Okay, well, I tried. What is this? Clip Studio Paint Layer Symbol list. Please don't make me try and describe this in fucking Google search thing. Oh, I just downloaded a tool guide PDF. I didn't want that. What is this? If I hover over it, will it tell me? Hover. Well, there's a thing called expression here. Wait. Oh! What? What is this? I don't know. What is this? What is this? Okay, so if I, like, take a color... Hold on. Okay, if I take a color and I fit... It's gonna look bad. If I fill it in, if I do the... Oh, it's a grayscale feature. Gotcha. Okay, well... I don't remember turning that on, but cool! Did I click up there? Was there a button I pressed? Clip Studio Paint Layer Expression Shortcut. What is the shortcut for this? Because I didn't know this was that. I'm pretty sure I didn't turn that on. I didn't know that was an option to turn on. So... Oh, the music switched and I didn't change it. Well, whatever, this is fine. Okay, well, we figured it out, kind of. I kind of deleted that layer for no reason, but I guess I also was going to replace it anyway. Well, that's good to know if I ever need it. Very good to know. Oops. Trying to do shortcut keys with my right hand, which I don't do shortcut keys with. Okay. I fixed it! Everything is fine now. Sort of. Okay, we're not gonna move the head much, actually, because the only thing that's moving here is the arm. Okay, that's fine. Alrighty. The only thing I have to draw right now is this head for this laugh. I still don't really know how to do, like, a chuckle laugh, but wow. There's a really good ice cream. Well, to be fair, right, the Clip Studio Paint Manual isn't the easiest thing to go through, and I'll show you why. When I have problems with this program, I usually just go off to look up a tutorial, because if I... And they have those, because... You look at the manual, you get this, right? And then if you like click on this, it loads all this. Like, okay, that's fine. But trying to find a specific thing in it is hard. And I think because the program's made by like an Asian company or something, I feel like some of the translations for the instructions aren't the most concise. They work, but the formatting is just kind of meh. It works, but you know, it just, yeah, it works. I don't like using it, to be honest. Smartphone controls. Can I put this on my phone? Oh. Anyway. Yeah, so that's that. Oops, I forgot to change the color, like doing an experiment. The chuckle's probably not going to be all that great, because I don't know how to do these, to be fair. Now, most of the time when I'm looking up stuff for Clip Studio Paint is to find like a Reddit post or a YouTube video, and I hate, to be honest, I hate watching YouTube videos tutorials at times. If you give me like a fucking tutorial that just has pictures and things, because with videos it's hard to pinpoint like what area, like, because a lot of times when I'm looking up videos, like, I'm not stuck at the beginning, I'm stuck like midway through and I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like I don't know why I didn't just copy this and move it down. Whatever, I guess a little bit of movement will be good for it. Normally when I need tutorials, like, I need a spot in the middle, and sometimes with, like, videos, it's like, it's hard to find that. It's like, on a web page, I can just scroll down until I see the thing that maybe I'm looking for. I just find it faster. Like, just give me a fucking picture tutorial. I guess you can argue, well, the video is a picture tutorial. Well, sometimes, and I'm guilty of this, they'll go off and they'll blab about other things, or like, can I just get to the point, and how do I do this thing I'm looking for, please? It's just easier if they give me a picture tutorial. The best kind of tutorials are the ones with written instructions, picture instructions, and a video. All three. All three. That way you have options for your tutorial needs. Sure, sometimes it is easier to show people things in motion or in person or whatever. But a lot of the things I end up looking up, it's like, I just need like a WikiHow link, please. Like a 5-minute read thing, not a 15-minute video. Because they needed to elaborate on another thing or whatever. Again, I'm guilty of it. It is fun to talk when you're doing tutorials or whatever. But, yeah. Okay, well, we figured it out. It's fine now. It is all fine and dandy. I guess technically we're past the first week. Well, it's more than 7 days, but how's everyone's first week of the new year been? Oh, I didn't do the date for today. Today is the 7th, or it's the 9th, oops. Today, according to the calendar, is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Yesterday was Argyle Day. Argyle's cool, I guess. Okay. Oh, this ice cream's getting a little soupy. Sorry, I'm gonna eat it. Okay, how's your guys' first week of the new year going? Mine would be going better if the Flash wasn't eating itself alive. Not 156. 2020 is going okay so far, actually. Got surprise good news. Oh, that's always good. Mine has been garbage with COVID shit getting myself to the hospital I work at, but good for me personally. Yeah, it sounds like, from what I've heard, like, a lot of people are just getting sick with COVID. I'm guessing the new variant, right? Like, it's like more and more people that I know of or like follow on Twitter are saying, oh, my friend or my family member just caught it. Like, it is just ramping up. The college that I technically work for, they didn't call me back this semester. They switched to a remote start for like the first month just because of it, which, you know, that makes sense. If you don't want to put all those students back in class and just have them all get sick. What? Why did that break? No, stop. Because I put... Okay. Note, if you leave a space at the end of your name, your layer name, it's important. It doesn't like it when you do that. Alright, good to know. Wasn't aware. Oh, that was yummy. I shouldn't have eaten that whole thing, but I did. My friends have it now, and over 2/3 of my staff are out with it. I believe young kids slash middle school is doing remote work. I mean, again, it makes sense. Oh, poop. Now, I'd imagine at the hospitals it's crazy. My mom's supposed to be going in for a procedure soon, and I know... I had me and my sister had issues getting her to go to the doctor the other day, because she's been having breathing problems, like, really bad. She's like, I don't want to go to the ER. It's like, Mom, you need to go in and get looked at. And then that's when they told her, like, she had, like, pneumonia at one point. And then we found out recently she had, like, a heart attack or something at some point. It was like, okay. But she has to go in for a heart valve replacement soon. It's like, I'm sure all this news is probably not helping her. I want to draw something now, but I have no clue where I saw this. Oh, I saw you. Yeah. I hate it when that happens. I mean, luckily I have extra styluses. I just don't like using them because they're not as wide as my current one is. The current one, the stylus I'm using is still for my Intuos 4. The Intuos Pro one, the one that came with the tablet, it's actually not bad. It's just, if you remember when I got this tablet last year, I was having issues adjusting with it. It's about the same size. But there's something about this one I'm not overly fond of. I'm not used to the pressure or something on it, so I don't use it. I keep it in my computer bag in case I forget this one at home. Because I do that quite often. Okay, so heads are done for the time being. If you're like, why didn't you fill in these ones again? It's mainly the hands, and until I get those done, I'm not going to do those heads right this second because I'm going to be doing him in parts, just for ease, and then I'll just stitch it together later. It's fine. Actually, he doesn't have hair in his head. No, ignore me. It's fine. Okay, but this is the version of Can You Feel the Sunshine that doesn't have the lyrics, and the lyrics are the best part of the song. Okay. But, see, I can draw this body, and it doesn't change till here, and then I can just... Okay, I guess he doesn't move. We're gonna do some copy-paste shenanigans, because I can. Ice cream doesn't count, but okay. I actually can't argue against ice cream not counting in this instance. Don't worry. The only thing I have to say when it comes to ice cream is my sister, when my sister and I talk about getting ice cream, it's like, we just ate. She's like, it's okay. The ice cream will melt around it. It's like, alright, not how that works, but fine. Let's go get ice cream. Yeah, I do that. Well, it's because I have issues with Flash and I need to rant because it's Flash. Or animate, as the kids call it. I know why it's not called Flash. Flash isn't even a thing anymore, but I'm not used to calling it animate, and I don't animate in it anyway. I haven't tried to, I just don't want to. Because I didn't like animating in Flash. Same thing. Like, at least this version, I guess this version actually, of Can You Feel the Sunshine, you get to enjoy the background bits to it. Like this little part, I guess I ignored with the lyrics, because you're too busy listening to the lyrics, because they're silly. Actually get dry mouth that often. Right now it's dry just because I get dried out more in the winter, but I think it's just because of like the heat. Like it's not, I don't know, it's not like a okay. Oh, the nice thing is I don't actually have to draw the legs because we're not going to see them. I don't have to draw the whole body. Don't, guys, remind me I don't have to draw the whole body. No one's going to see it. So I don't have to draw it. Like I could Don't let me draw the whole body. I don't have to draw it. I don't even have to draw like this fucking hoodie pole either, and I'm going to. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna see it, right? No. I don't have to draw the whole body. Don't let me just sit here and draw the whole body, because then I'm just doing extra shit that I don't have to do. That is literally just there to make sure things are moving properly. Not because I have to draw it. Fuck that noise. I'm already taking too much time on shit as it is, so... And that's why we're doing copy-paste shenanigans. Do I want to actually do the body differently here, or should I just leave it static? He's technically moving. I just said I need to not make this harder on myself. Which I don't actually know how to do. My useless superpower is making things harder for myself. Quite good at it. You know what? No, I'm not gonna draw it. That's, no. We'll draw this, because that's obviously different. Oh shit, what did I do? What? Oh, no, wait, what? Yeah, I wanted to do that. Oh, oop, I fixed that. I can get rid of that note. I need to fix where the mouths are. For some reason, those got out of whack again. They're not where they're supposed to be, obviously, because this mouth is not supposed to be up there. I don't know. Oh, it got off here, didn't it? Why is that 4 frames? That's not supposed to be 4 frames. Is that better? No. Did that make it worse? Uh-oh. Oh, poople doople. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know where my X sheet is. You know what? We're just gonna turn those off so I don't worry about them right now. Because if I look at that too hard, I'm gonna be sad. It's fine. It's totally fine. Boop, 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 boop. These frames I might not need, because again, that hand's probably going to be on a separate layer. That eventually. What? Why? Okay, don't know why that was there. Uh-oh. I broke something. Is that doing anything? Oh, now it did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh. Oh no, that just moved the whole thing. No, I don't. Stop. I didn't lock this. It just want. Cut it out! Yeah, these mouths are gonna be an issue. Okay, those aren't turned on. This needs to go here. Okay. I guess we'll just do this 1 frame at a time so I don't fucking break it. Turn on my onion skin. Now I have ice cream hiccups. Those are good kind of hiccups to have. Well, they're not even hiccups. They're not even like burps. I can't call them burps. I don't know what you want to call them. Whoa. What did I do that for? Why did it do it like that? What? Maybe I do need... He shifts a lot more between these 2 shots than I thought he did. Hold on, let's turn these off. Now I guess I need that frame there. Okay. Okay, if you say so. place to frickin' move. Okay. Don't have to draw everything. I don't even need to draw like that bottom hem of his coat. I don't know why I did. Just get rid of it. We don't need this here. I'm just gonna be like a little blob under the camera. Nobody's gonna know except all of us that watch this and me. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's fine. If it's off camera, it doesn't matter. That's like the rule. A rule. One of the rules. Anything past this line here, this line can be pretty much shitty. As long as it doesn't go into the actual render area where people won't see it, it'll be fine. That's just how that works. Like any kind of like movie or show thing, if it's off camera, it doesn't matter. Oh no, I flipped it. That's still a pretty drastic move. Oh well, whatever. I just need to not think about it, which is hard for me to do. Not think about it. If it's off screen, it doesn't even exist. Yeah, exactly. It's like a video game where it only renders what you're seeing. Yeah, it's like why speedrunners look at the floor in speedruns. Because then it's not loading the level and it makes your frames better. Speaking of, GDQ is going on this week. If you need something to watch or listen to, speed running marathons are always a fun thing to listen to. I have it on the TV, but it's muted. I'm a little sad. They're playing Marvel's Spider-Man right now, the remastered version on the PS5, and I like that game. I like that game quite a lot. But I think they're doing one of the DLCs, so I guess it's okay because I haven't sat down and played the DLCs yet. I think I have the Game of the Year edition or whatever, the Ultimate Edition that comes with the DLCs. I just haven't sat down and played them. But I've also heard mixed things about the DLCs. But no, you're entirely right, Twaz. That's exactly how it works. As long as I keep that in mind, it'll make my life easier, because I won't be fretting about it. Even though I still did the background beyond it that no one's gonna see. No one's gonna see this stool. But whatever. It's done. Speedruns are wonderful, and I have nothing against them, but glitchless runs hold a special place in my heart. Glitchless runs are fun. I mean, I like glitched ones just because it's fun to see how games break, but it is fun to actually see a bit more of the game than out of bounds for most of it. That's the kind of like issue I have when it comes to like the Fallout speedruns, because it's just them, a lot of the times it's just them clipping out of the map, and it's like, oh, okay, it's like, I guess I don't need to see it, you're skipping everything anyway. But it's like when you're like in Black Void for most of it, yeah, it's a little distracting. That's kind of why I like 100% speedruns over like any percent, like, because you get to see a bit more, and it's like, yeah, I get it, it's a speedrun, and that's why you're doing any percent to get through it as fast as you can. That's the whole point. But it's also nice when they can do a 100% speedrun. They need to have all this extra knowledge to get through. While still doing it in a timely manner. It's like, it's still faster than what most people are gonna ever do for that game anyway. Again, some glitch ones are fun. There's like that one Super Mario World glitch run where they use like Yoshi and item storage to like rewrite the game's code just to put them at the end. It's like, that's fun, but it's really short. I just like challenge runs, I think, in general. I guess it was considered a speedrun because there was a speedrunner doing it, but I was watching this one guy, he was playing FNAF Security Breach, and that game can be beaten like super fast. I think the speedrun for FNAF Security Breach is like under 6 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. Something really, really quick. Because you can just kind of glitch out of bounds and jump on top of things you probably shouldn't be jumping onto to hit triggers. I was like, okay, I mean, it's still fun. But he did I guess it's technically a run where he was seeing, it was a challenge run, so it's still a run. But it was to see like if he could do it without sprinting, without running. You know, in a game where you occasionally have to run from a killer animatronic. And there's one enemy where it's like you kind of need to, and you can't use Freddy to get, well, you're not supposed to be able to use Freddy to get past him, but it's like the workaround that they found to get past this part was just really interesting. Like, I like stuff like that. I like those minimal, like, jump challenges. Blindfolded runs of anything are always fun to watch. A little while ago, they did a speed run for Metal Gear Solid 2 for the tanker part where you're playing as Snake. And that was a blindfolded run, so that was fun. I think I was watching, oh, it was the same guy that did like the no sprinting run for Security Breach. I think he did Poppy's Playtime, like, blindfolded. And there's one part where you have to go find batteries, and there's like 14 different places the game can spawn them. So just watching him slowly do that was interesting. But yeah, I like challenge runs quite a lot. Like, outside of just the general do it really fast thing. I like the additional rules and stipulations versions. You know, it's like nowadays how randomizers are super popular in the speedrunning realm. I know they have a Psychonauts 2 run sometime this week during the marathon. I just don't fully remember when it is. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not. Like, even if they're skipping through story, I don't want to get anything spoiled. I'm not usually bothered, because a lot of the times when they're speedrunning games anyway, they're skipping over everything. But I don't wanna risk it with Psychonauts. Oh, okay. Normally, I had it on my other computer, but like I said, I shut it down a little while ago to reboot it to see if that'll make Flash cooperate with me when I go back to it here in a little bit. I hope it does. If not, I'm gonna be upset with it, and I'm gonna have to punch it and chuck it out the window. Not my computer, just the program. How? I don't know, because it's a digital program. But I'll find a way. I'll get arrested for, like, piracy because I had to go find a cracked version of Adobe Animate 2022 to download onto a disc so I could throw it out a window like a frisbee. That's the only legitimate means you need piracy for, is if it's to, you know, burn a copy of the program onto a CD so you can take your anger out on it. That's the only real reason you need it. NSA agent watching me, I'm joking, please don't arrest me. I don't have the time or the patience or the energy to do any of that shit. You could print out the logo of the program on a piece of paper and I could? Yeah. That's not the same as, like, I don't know, throwing it literally out the window on a CD, though. You know, like that one scene in Shaun of the Dead where they're trying to kill zombies with the records? It's like that. I'm sure that would feel actually, you know, probably super therapeutic or something. That's why they have destruction rooms. Those are quite fun. My sister and I did one of those last summer, spring, whatever. It's fun to break things when you're allowed to break the things and no one's gonna yell at you for breaking the things. I'm not saying I like breaking things, it's just occasionally it's fun to break the things. Records, though, to be honest, aren't as fun to break as you might. Well, I think they were a little fun to break. They're a little bit more resilient, depending on what, you know, I guess how they were taken care of. They don't explode very well from what I recall. Breaking TVs is fun. I think my sister and I's favorite were VHS tapes. Because if you hit them right, the spool inside would just kind of explode. And you had VHS tape ribbon everywhere. Coffee cups are pretty fun. The biggest thing is just having a good aim and hitting it properly. You know that scene in The Emperor's New Groove where Yzma's, you know, smashing all those Cusco busts. It's like that. It's therapeutic. I mean, maybe don't get a bust of someone to destroy. That might be a little bad, but I understand the sentiment, I suppose. Yeah, if you need a good place to get out some pent-up frustration or whatever, I suggest those destruction rooms. I think they're quite effective. Personally, I've only been there one time, but it was fun. At least the place I went to, they give you, you know, like Mike Myers fucking jumpsuits, and you get face shields. So you don't have shit fly at you and gouge your eyeball out. And then they have like a whole wall of different things you can use to smash stuff, like baseball bats. I think they have like hockey sticks in case you want to hit things, like their hockey pucks. They have golf clubs. They have like giant automotive like level wrenches. You can get a crowbar. Crowbars are fun. I like crowbars. You can get lead pipes. Lead pipes are also fun. You know, a bunch of various tools of destruction. I'm not a violent person. I just like to hit things. Doesn't that mean you're a violent person? No. I said hit things. It's not people. I saw that on the news tonight, the destruction room. It was a big story. There's two, like, in the general area I live in. There's actually, I think, one out there near, like, Royal Oak. The other one is the opposite direction. I'm not sure what town it is. The place we went to apparently also had axe throwing, but it wasn't available when we went in. I know that's another popular thing, of those axe throwing bars. I haven't been to one of those before, though. Or done it. Well, okay, the only time I've done axe throwing was at the Renaissance Fair, because they have that as one of the activities. But I like archery better if I'm gonna do something like that at the Ren Fair. Shuriken throwing is fun too, because then you can pretend you're a ninja. Those bastards are sometimes hard to actually get stuck in the wall if you throw them wrong. Archery tag? No, I haven't looked it up. I would love to play archery tag, though. I remember looking into that one other time. I wouldn't mind going paintballing at some point. I've never been paintballing before. And it's like everyone I knew that've gone paintballing, like, oh, I've been, and then like, I don't want to go, though. I'm like, God damn it. Like, you don't want to go even with someone who hasn't gone? Can we go? And they're like, nah. I'm like, okay. Hold on, let's go see. Archery tag. Indiana? No, there has to be a place that's not in Indiana. Please, it's not in Indiana. More. What? Archery tag near me. Well, this is archery. That doesn't necessarily mean archery tag. Oh wait, here's one. not an outdoor one, it looks like. It looks like it's an indoor one. Archery tag is available any day of the week by reservation only. Oh. Well. Tag rental includes 16 bows and 40 arrows. And an on-field attendant. I don't have 16 people to go play archery tag with me. Well, oof. That's generally how it goes. I'm guessing the places around here are the appointment only things. Because playing with strangers in this this climate is not a good idea. This background wasn't drawn very well. That's okay, we're not gonna see a lot of it anyway. I don't think I even know 16 people that I'd be interested in going if I rented a room. Oh, yeah, I've only gone as part of a work team building. Oh, okay. I mean, I think a lot of those things, like, unless you have, like, a specified group nowadays, it's like with escape rooms. Escape room places, they don't put you with random people anymore. It's usually just your party. Because before, it's like, okay, if they had, like, a room for 6 people and you only had 3, if they had another 6 people, reserve that same room, then you're going in with them. My sister and friend that we usually do escape rooms together when he's in town, it's like, we didn't like doing it with, like, random people if we could help it, but sometimes you couldn't. Certain places would let you reserve the whole room without, like, extra fees. Other ones, like, oh, you'd have to pay for all the people that weren't there. But nowadays, because of just, like, COVID regulations, you're generally in a room with only your group. You don't have to worry about random people. So I'm assuming something like this is also affected by stuff like that. It's like, okay, well, we don't want to cross-contaminate and have people that don't know each other around each other. So they just do that. Which makes sense. It makes sense. Oops. I'm not hitting the... Where's my delete key? It's this one, right? No, it's this one. Right, I moved it because I kept hitting it when I didn't want to hit it. But yeah, we frequently do escape rooms. Well, not as much, because the ones in the area we've kind of, like, we've done most of them, or there's certain locations we've been to where we're not, like, super stoked on the quality of the rooms. The one place we really liked, unfortunately, didn't survive the first wave of COVID, and they had to shut down, which kind of sucks. Because we were on pretty friendly terms there with, like, the employees. But, you know, it happens, unfortunately. Oops. We found that the escape rooms that are also run by places that do laser tag, like there's a chain here called Zap Zone, and they usually do laser tag, and then they have like an arcade inside, right? But a lot of them have started doing it, like they'll have escape rooms attached. But we've discovered that their escape rooms aren't like the best of quality, like their rooms will be just an absolute mess. And I think it's because, you know, let's say you have a group of kids and they for some reason decide to do an escape room, and they just get all rambunctious and they just break everything in the room. Like this one location we went to, the room was just in a state of like disarray that we couldn't tell what was a clue and what wasn't, because things that were supposed to be like glued to the displays were just yanked off because you just had a bunch of kids probably hopped up on Coke and candy. I sound like an old person. high schoolers hopped up on sugar coming in there and breaking everything. Should have just stayed in the laser tag section and played laser tag. I haven't done laser tag in eons, but I guess I'm at the age where I'm too old to do laser tag, which I don't think is a thing. But like my group of friends, like they are too old to do laser tag. I'm like, man, I like doing laser tag. I like being able to go in and shoot people with laser guns. Not that I don't like escape rooms, don't get me wrong, I do. It's like sometimes I just want to go in and shoot people with light guns. Like I said, anybody I know that's done paintball never wants to go paintballing. I'm like, god damn it, I'm never gonna get to go paintballing at this rate either. Oh, because that layer is not turned down. It's like, why is this so dark? The opacity on it has not been turned down. There we go. Maybe at some point when, I don't know, COVID's not as bad, if that happens, they'll open archery tag back up to the normal randos can all play together thing. One thing I always wanted to do is there's some places that have zombie paintball, like in the fall, because it's usually around Halloween time that they'll do zombie paintball because it's thematic. It's like I've done zombie paintball before, but it was like a rail shooter one. Like you were in a tractor, and the paintball guns were you know, attached to the tractor, and it just drove you through. There's a bunch of you on the tractor, and you know, they have their actors out in the field to just shoot them. It's like, it's kind of fun. But it's like, I'd rather have one where you get to kind of roam about and do it. I'm pretty sure I've seen places that do that. But again, I can never find anyone to go with me to these things. Because they just don't want to. And it's like, oh, damn it. Like, that's not my sister's thing. My one friend who comes into town is definitely not his thing. Escape rooms with maybe a tunnel you can crawl through is like the closest to their sense of adventure that they're willing to indulge in, I guess. So the playlist we're listening to is like fun Sonic music to study to. And one of the comments from the person that made it, like, I'm like legally obligated to admit that I forgot Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 existed. And that's a shame, because they remembered Sonic R existed and put music in from Sonic R. Sonic R is fine. It's a mess, but it's fine, and the music in it's funny. But it's like, how do you forget SA 1 and 2? You monster. Monster. stuff on here from Sonic Rush Adventure. Who actually played Sonic Rush Adventure? Probably plenty of people. I just didn't. I still say though, if you get bored and want to go do a destruction room, check them out. They're kind of fun. They can get a little pricey because I think there's usually like a room rental, and then they have different objects that you can buy to break. Some of them will let you bring in your own objects if there's certain things you want to smash from your house, but a few of them have a limit to that. I think you get the room for like an hour. The funny thing is about the place that I went to, they played classical music the whole time that you're smashing shit. Which is, god tier selection. It's like, yeah, they could play like, I don't know, some kind of heavy metal or something music. But that's like my favorite example of contrast in movies. It's like, when you have like an explosion or something, and they're playing like Ave Maria or some other like kind of classical music over top of the carnage. Like that's like it's cliche, but it's my favorite kind of like contrast in movies and shit. Cause it's funny. I don't think it'll never not be funny. In the destruction room, they get that. They're like, okay, we're gonna play classical music while you violently beat up on an old TV. Like, okay, I'm glad we're at an understanding here on what everybody is about. Also, Coco, I didn't know you streamed. When do you stream? Do you stream here on Twitch or are you a YouTube person? Oh, Spider-Man's done. Again, though, when it comes to GDQs, they're fun to watch. And again, I still usually have them on, even if I'm not watching them, because sometimes they have like an interesting game. I'm just not super into the schedule this year. Like, there's some fun things to watch, I guess, but not a lot was catching my interest. My one friend was pointing out some of the changes with their layout, and their layout's bothering me a little bit. Like how the game window seemed like really small, and now that he said it, I'm just hyper-focused on it or something. It's like, yeah, it does seem a little weirdly proportioned. It's even worse when they don't have like a webcam for the streamer and it's just like a giant area for their names. And it's like, it's just like a dead area, and it's huge, like in relation to the actual stream window. And it's like, okay. I'm not as fond of the color scheme this year either. And like I said before, it's like, I don't know. There's something lost when it's an entirely virtual event. There's a different energy to, like, the runs, because I think, you know, if it's in person, the runner's on a stage performing, like, in front of actual people, as well as online, so it's definitely a different energy. And you can feel it in these versions too. Oh, yeah, save it work. It's one of the best tropes. See, I don't actually have problems with this program crashing. This program's stable. It's not... it's not made by Adobe. Quick, who can name this song and what game it's from?
All right, but I must warn you.
Oops. This is from Sonic R. This is not Can You Feel the Sunshine? They played that a little while ago. This is Living in This City. Title Sonic games. Sonic. Yeah. Again, I only know because I have a weird thing with the Sonic R soundtrack. My mom hated it. She hates the lyrics to the songs in this game because she called them corny. It's like, yes, they are. That's part of the appeal of the soundtrack from this game with the lyrics. I don't think that's necessary. It's Sonic R. Most people hate Sonic R. A little dark there, Brian. Music is the wrong kind of music to be listening to when we're working on this technically, but I didn't feel like listening to Megalovania again. And go put on some Big Shot music. That's all I'll listen to a stupid amount. Here, let's do this one. Oops. Here, we can have a Spamton CD. The text more or less says, "Now's your chance to be a big shot," if you were curious, because of course it does. Yeah, no. Even if my shitty Japanese, yeah. That and it said somewhere down here. Yeah, okay. And that says Spamton. You get the creepy Sonic CD sprite with Spamton's face. Don't you love it? I really like this mix though. Put that over there. Of course, this song, because they use like a sample from like a voicemail machine, when I hear it I'm like, why is my phone going off every time, even though I'm not obviously listening to my fucking phone. Every time I hear that clip I'm like, oh, I need to check my voicemail, or I need to leave a voicemail. I was like, hold on a second. No, I don't. I like this version quite a lot. I came across this one the other day. I'm writing a dark, twisted background right now. Oh. I gotcha. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that noise? It's actually quite annoying. The other day you heard all this noise outside. It sounded like they were shoveling in the corridor. Normally when they do, like, unless I missed it, normally when they do, like, I guess construction work in the buildings around here, they send out an email there, they put a piece of paper on your door, or in your, like, in between your door frame and doorknob, right? I went out the other day and I noticed the carpet on the stairs was all torn up. I was like, oh, they're replacing the carpet on the stairs. No, according to the note on the front door of the whole building, they're replacing the carpet in the whole corridor. So it's gonna be fun when they have to go through the process of getting rid of all the carpet in the corridor. My cat's gonna hate it. If it's anything like the freaking scraping that I had to listen to the other day. It's like, holy shit. Last year they redid the paint in the corridor. They replaced the door. I guess it makes sense for them to replace the carpet. But it's a good thing that I stream in the evenings, because they're usually done by then, because, like, oh, it was very distracting. I think it woke me up at one point. It's just this really loud scraping noise. I didn't know what it was for. I remember poking outside and I thought people come out of this one apartment complex that I'm pretty sure there was nobody. Well, there might be somebody new in there now. And I thought they were doing construction in there, like repainting the walls, but they usually do that before someone moves in. Oh, listen, autoplay. I don't want to listen to Electric Boogaloo. Oh, big shot. What the hell does hobo cover mean? I don't know what hobo means, but this is fun. Toby Fox put out like a tweet the other day, like a few weeks ago, saying how Spamton was another one of those, I made it for fun, guys, he wasn't supposed to be likable, what the fuck? Because everybody and their mom won't shut up about Spamton. I made a friend, I made a friend last night at Panera Bread because I have my Spamton button on my hat and they commented on it. Kind of a friend. Brian can vouch for me, he was there. I don't know why I would sit here and lie about making a friend at Panera. But in case you thought I was, I wasn't. This version's okay. I don't know if I would call it my favorite. Of course, we haven't heard the whole thing. Hold on, let me just see if I can find the Toby Fox Twitter. Toby Fox. He had some other Spamton and doodly-doos. Here we go. We have Holiday Spamton. It's bad. Looking at Toby Fox drawings just makes me happy in a weird way. Cause oh, here's Snoopy Spamton. If you needed it. Yeah, Pippis. His tail is Pippis. There's Pippis on the tree. Funny little Ralsei. More dumb Birdly, you know. Where is the post? Oh, here we go. I wasn't sure if people besides me would even like Spamton. Some test players seem to regard him as, I hate looking at him, and scary. Now fan gamers sold out of their Spamton themed promotional trash. Promotional trash. I don't know why this is the funniest term I've seen in a minute. Okay. Enough. Toby, you'd think he'd be able to read the atmosphere of the people who like his stuff by this point. Everybody is in love with Sleepy Joke Skeleton. And his spaghetti-loving brother. What's the problem? Like, he should know better. This is the state the world is in and has been in for a while. We like weird shit. Here, I will give you Exhibit A. If you know what I'm looking up, you win a cookie. Not from me, but from someone else. Oh no. Exhibit A. I didn't check this page before I pulled it over. Exhibit A. He's on the Sexypedia. I'm not even clicking on that. We're not clicking. No, we're not going there. No, that's too dangerous. That's too dangerous for mortal eyes. And I was one of those people. I liked the Onceler. Not like that. Not the way some people did. It's for Tumblr sexy men, apparently. Hold on. I'm not gonna do it on camera. I'm gonna go look. Wish me luck. I don't know if I should. Oh, if you search the Onceler, it's actually the first result on Google. According to this, he became one of the most infamous sexy men of all time after the 2012 movie made him a twink in a suit. The wiki's words, not mine. I did not write this. Oh, they even have archetypes listed in case you needed to know. Is it archetype or archetype? Is it... The Onceler is only one of the two known... Oh, the other one stands. Apollyon class... What the fuck is an Apollyon class sexy man? No, you can't just make shit up like this. Oh no, they have a link that has just... Oh, they link to the Onceler fandom wiki, which is a thing that has a whole list of Onceler Ask blogs. There's so many. Oh no. The current top trending Tumblr sexy man is Bruno Madrigal. Yeah. The Onceler is 6, Spamton is number 8. That's not a surprise. Oh, they have it separated by the type of Onceler. So you have regular Oncelers, green suit Oncelers, old Oncelers, original Oncelers, both Oncelers, not Oncest, or Oncest, Onceler and Ted, the Oncest ones, Normaler, oh god, that hurts my mouth, crossover ones, nationalities, so different Oncelers of different nationalities, and then miscellaneous Oncelers, whatever the fuck that means. Ooh, boy, we're not clicking on none of those. You can't just come up with a term like Apollyon, though, and leave it there. Oh, here we go. Official classes. What are classes? Not all sexy people are on the same level. We use terms shamelessly stolen from the SCP wiki. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't think I've ever heard of an Apollyon class SCP, though. I haven't been reading SCP stuff, though, in a while, so I don't know what they've added. Bill Cipher is a Keter level sexy man. Oh, they have sexy woman examples too. Spinel is also Keter level. What is Sketchbook? Sketchbook from Don't Hug Me on... Yeah, Don't Hug Me, okay. Understand. Kameda? Oh, okay, from Danganronpa. Gotcha. Professor Membrane is on here? Yeah, okay, yeah, no. Who's Dr. Clef? Okay, from the actual SCP wiki. Ashore. Miss Pauling is, yeah, okay. And, Spider-Verse Doc Ock. Gary from Eve? This Gary? Yeah, that Gary, okay. Binnery is on here. Yeah, Binnery from Half-Life AI. Okay. Oh, yeah, where's Glamrock Freddy on that list? Because I know he's... Where did you find a list? We shouldn't be looking at this. I'm doing work. Hey, CJ. How do we get into this again? Oh, because we were talking about Spamton being stupid popular. Click trending pages near the top. Oh. Hold on, I guess I have to go back. This is the type of rabbit hole you don't want to accidentally fall into. Oh, but what are forbidden characters? List of characters that aren't sexy people. Often there are cases in which a character falls under tropes of a sexy person, but aren't one improper. This can be due to a variety of reasons, such as overpopularity of a franchise or simply not fitting the definition. Janice Sanders from Sanders Sides falls under the real person rule. Some character from Genshin Impact. The character is too overexposed for the title. Oh. Dio Brando is also on here. Daddy Dearest from Friday Night Funkin'. Designed to be conventionally attractive. This is just a standard DILF. Okay. Oh. Dream is on here too. Pinky from Pinky and the Brain? The Starry Night by Van Gogh. This is not a sexy person, however this page was so funny that we archived it and it can be viewed here. What? Anka from Animal Crossing. We know exactly why you want to put this character here. Don't. Hold on. What's with the Starry Night? Starry Night is a painting by Van Gogh. It has not been anthropomorphized and lusted over by the people of Tumblr, but there's a strong argument that it should be. But why? I'm old, right? Because I don't get it? Is that what's happening here? No, I wasn't paying attention and we got off a big shot. This cover is fine. I can't say it's actually my favorite. Oh, this one was fun. This one is menacing sounding. This is a big shot without the medley. Or the medley, the melody shot, sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if Starry Night belonged on there, had something to do with the Van Gogh episode of Doctor Who. I didn't read that far down. My brain kind of broke because I'm just realizing I'm old and I don't understand what kids are into nowadays. Every day after hitting 30, I've started to realize it more and more that I'm old and I'm just out of touch with the current generation. Every day, it becomes more and more evident. Back in my day. This part here, it makes me think, I think it's Daedon's theme from Off. It gave me similar vibes to some of the music. Excuse me, all that fucking ice cream is coming back with a vengeance. It made me think a little bit of the music from Off. I might need to go in and redefine some of these roughs a bit better. I'm having trouble figuring out my own fucking lines again. That's always good. Meaning it's not. Actually, give me like 3 minutes. I need to run to the bathroom. So, while you think of your favorite Tumblr sexy man, I'm gonna go do that. So, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Archibald Asparagus from VeggieTales on there. Excuse me, what? And also why? Here, I will show you why I'm not. Hold on, hold on, I gotta go find, like, my favorite line. Where is it? Oh, it's gonna take me forever to fucking find it because I want it. How many of you guys have actually watched VeggieTales? My sister and I watched them quite a lot because back in New York, in like elementary school, we had to go to church school on Wednesday, and they had like a library of videotapes that you could borrow for the week, including a lot of VeggieTale ones, and we were quite into VeggieTales when we were little. This is why. Probably. He has some of the best lines, Archibald. So there's an episode for Larry Boy, which is Larry's like superhero alter ego, and of course Archibald is his Alfred. And there's one episode where it's the rumor weed one, where it's a weed that spreads rumors, and it's about not spreading rumors about people. And Junior Asparagus and Laura the Carrot think Archibald is a robot. So all the townspeople start to think he's a robot. Oh, this kind of ruins it. But he, at one point, they're ganging up on him, saying he's a robot. And he has the best comeback.
Don't look at his eyes. They're laser beams.
No, wait. I'm not a robot. I'm British.
It's so stupid, but it's so good. Same thing. Okay. I don't know. That's the thing with Tumblr sex men, right? They're the characters you don't expect to be in those kinds of positions. Usually, at least with sexy men, with like some of the sexy women they had like listed on there. It's like, what's wrong with these ones? I mean, I guess they're different, but it's like, of course Spinel is popular. Why wouldn't she be popular? She's kind of designed to be that way. Spinel's my favorite in Steven Universe, so it's like, oh, so it's like I'm perfectly susceptible to the draws and designs of internet sexy people, I guess. But you're not gonna see like Lady D from Resident Evil 8 on there because, well, overpopularized, I'm guessing. You're not gonna see like 2B from Nier Automata on there for similar reasons. Like, well, that it's one of those. Well, that's too obvious, I'm guessing. Is kind of how it works. GLaDOS kind of surprises me being on that list, I guess. Now, is this... well, okay, I guess Tumblr humanized her. That might... I don't want to take credit for that. There was a point... okay, I'll elaborate. There was a point where, you know... people were complaining when it came to like the humanization of cores, and I felt partially responsible because I know I did like one of the earliest like forms of that. I think like I watched the trailer once, and that was like the next thing I drew, and I felt responsible, and I tried. That's actually one reason why I kind of stopped drawing Portal stuff, is I was trying to distance myself from it. I felt bad or something. Like, people seemed to hate it. There was like a rumor going around that Stephen Merchant hated the concept, and I felt terrible. Because, you know, I was young and still in college, and I didn't fucking know. I'm surprised Wheatley isn't on there. He was kind of big, but I don't know if that was like before like the really big Tumblr like revolution. Because again, One Slayer was 2012. Of course, GLaDOS predates that. Is the Warden on there from Super Jail? I didn't look at the list. Why am I back on this stupid wiki? William Afton from FNAF doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of people that have a weird thing for child murderer. Like a stupid level. Who the fuck is Ashford? Crap, now I'm on here and I'm looking. Oh, the batter's on here. Okay. Hornet, she makes sense. Hornet's great though. Infinite is surprisingly on here. I feel like people have just kind of forgotten about Infinite. Cyrus from Pokemon is on here. Jack Walton is not a surprise. Who was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for the Warden. Is he not on this list? That would kind of surprise me if he wasn't. Orochimaru. The G-Man. Okay. Okay. Oh, the Pumpkin Rabbit. He makes sense. He's on the same level, though, as Jack Walton. Coral's on here from Hollow Knight. Coral's cool. I like Coral. Oh, he is. Okay, but... Oh, Wheatley is on here. Oh, no. No. Oops. I don't want to be related to this. Not my fault. Not my fault. I'm getting off of this now. Bye-bye. Anyway, back to doing the work thing. Waluigi makes sense. Waluigi's funny, though, for this kind of thing. I find it the more unlikely a character could be to be one is just super fucking funny. Again, it's that contrast. It's like, that's not how it would... No, that's how it works. That's how the internet functions. The internet is dysfunctional. And we're part of it. Is Lewis from... Why am I going back on here? Is Lewis from, shit, what is he called? The Mystery Skull music videos by Ben Mystery, whatever the fuck his name was, I don't fucking remember. Is he on here? If he's not, I will be, like, really surprised. L. There he is. Okay. Some of these I just don't know. A handful of them I'm familiar with. but I guess that's how that goes. Hero Brian's on here. Why am I back on here? I'm supposed to be doing work. Ah, Rivali, but Rivali sucks. I hate Rivali. Zachary is on here. From, off. Is Kylo Ren really on this list? He's kind of... He's up there in terms of, like, I don't know, saturation. King Candy's on here. Internet is weird. We're really honestly gonna stop. So I'm supposed to be working also for. Oh, this guy. Shut up, Brian. This is just internet history lesson time, looking back at the mistakes of our forefathers. Except those forefathers are like us. This is the point where the father's realizing he made the mistake. I don't know how I feel about them actually keeping a wiki for such things, though. That's a bit weird. Of course, there's wikis for bad Sonic fan characters, and I find those fucking hilarious. I actually now have hiccups. Fuck. They also have a Naruto fan character wiki if you really get bored, but they don't, unfortunately people don't fill out their character profiles all that much. So you don't get too much stuff for them. See, the interesting thing, though, when it comes to characters like Jevil and Spamton from Deltarune, is, like, Toby's kind of made it obvious he's kind of like a... They're not necessarily throwaway characters. They have a little bit to do in, like, the overarching story, I'm guessing. But it's like, until we get the rest of Deltarune, we don't know how, like, I don't know, prominent they're actually going to be. Possibly in, like, the grander scheme of things, because we just won't. Right now, we're just going off, like, a tidbit of information from, like, a bigger story. Plant your hand and you're moving. No, it stays planted. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to just slam my hand on the desk. Oh, jeez. How... Am I pressing a button that's activating this? Because look, it's done it again. And I didn't set it to do that. I don't think any of my, my shortcuts go to it. Oh, I did fix the play button, by the way. I found out what I did wrong with it. And why it was playing in like really stilted keyframe or frame rates the other day. It's because I want it play and stop, not changing it to real time or play at all frames. That's what was messing up things. Layer? Layer mask, ruler, frame, file, object, layer settings? No? What am I pressing that's changing this? Because I didn't have that issue until today. I've never seen that. Like, I never mess with that setting. Filter? Because I'm not clicking up here. Do you guys see me clicking up there? None of these buttons should do what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing that. It's fine if I catch it. I mean, on the line art layer, it's not going to matter. Because it's gonna stay black. And if it was on a color layer, the color layer anyway, I would notice. I just want to know how I'm doing it on accident. That's really the only reason why it's driving me a little batty right this second. It's like, I don't know what I'm pressing. What am I pressing? But again, it's like I've done plenty of things and I've not had that setting show up. And if you're wondering why are you drawing this arm if it's not really moving? It's just to show like a little bit of movement / tension in it. That's one reason why I don't actually like necessarily copying and pasting certain things. I kind of like the slight life lines get when you actually redraw the frame over and over. It makes life difficult, but it's like I like that little bit of added, because even if someone's holding still in real life, I mean, you'll see this with like idle animations in video games. They usually, you know, animate a bit of breathing in when you're working in 3D. They don't go static. If they go static, it comes off as weird. Because in the real world, things don't go static, even when they've stopped. Well, unless it's an inanimate object or dead. But like a living, breathing object is going to move like a little bit. And that's one reason why I like actually doing it the hard way and redrawing frames. Like, yes, sure, if you copy and paste things, you get stuff that's a little more uniform without having to, you know, be super anal with your line art. But it loses a little bit of the life to it, in my opinion. Which is why I'm weird about it. Cause like that's why I'm trying to use it sparingly here. Like if I'm actually copying and pasting stuff, it's like I don't want to do it like entirely because I don't want it to lose. Like I don't want it to go stiff. I don't want it to lose any sense of livelihood to it. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Please say that makes at least a little bit of sense. Chewing on my lips. They're really dry right now and I don't have any. Again, I'm one of those people that when I buy a chapstick I use it once and then I lose it and I never use it ever again, and that's why I haven't bothered to buy chapstick yet this year, because, like, why? It'll be gone in the next day. Or I'll leave it in my pocket and I'll wash it. And then I'm not going to use it because it got washed. Also, don't get me wrong, it's like reusing frames and like holding things like that. Like anime does that a lot, but again, they do that for a reason. It's production level. They have tighter time schedules than other things. But it's like if you watch like anime, there's certain frames, especially like if they're just standing there like monologuing and it's only their mouth moving. It can be a little distracting because it's like, okay, it's just their facial like features shifting, and it works. It's fine. Anime, I think, gets away with it a little bit more because they actually have a bit more detail and like shading on their images, even when they're still, compared to like, I guess, watching cartoons. But it's like sometimes it gets to be a little bit still, and it does bother me depending. My least favorite thing when it actually comes to watching anime is when you can tell that they just didn't that they've clearly used the manga as basically their storyboards as a reference, which is fine. Like, don't fix something that's not broken. Don't broke something that isn't fixed. That's what I was going to say, and I caught myself. You guys can't clip me on that, even though I just admitted what I was probably going to say. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. But you can tell that they didn't format their frames to not include the dead space that's there from where they used to have a speech bubble in a comic panel, and it drives me crazy sometimes. It's like, oh, why is the composition of this shot kind of crap? Because it was pulled from a manga, and that manga had a giant speech bubble in it probably, and they didn't accommodate for it. Like, one of my weird pet peeves with anime. I understand why it's there. It doesn't mean I have to like it. Doesn't mean I have to lick it either. I wasn't feeling Splatoon when this came on, but I'm kind of digging it now, and it just reminded me that Splatoon 3 is supposed to come out soon. Or is that due out this year? Is Splatoon 3 due out this year? I think it's due out this year. It's like, I'm super excited because boy, I love Splatoon. I haven't finished the DLC yet though for Splatoon 2. Some of those challenges are a pain in the ass. I need to see about sitting down and finishing that at some point. I keep seeing more and more like screenshots and videos for Pokemon Legends, and I'm really considering picking it up later. I was gonna hold off, but it does look super interesting. Oh, we were talking about like they weren't the Game Awards. Yeah, it was. Talking about Game Award games the other day, and Death's Door, I think it was, is on there, where you play as the little crow Grim Reaper. They did a speed run for it a little while ago. I didn't really catch much of it, but I noticed it when I looked over there. Or that's what they were playing. I think I'm doing a good job not finishing the drawings down here because you're not going to see them. Good job me for remembering. Or not being tempted to do the thing that I really want to do, which is just finish the drawing. to be a masterpiece. As long as it looks good in motion, it is fine. I still want the motion to be smooth, though. It can look silly. I think we're making decent progress. Then I look at the timeline and we haven't moved. Of course, we didn't have our full stream time today. Another reason why we didn't start on time is I wasn't feeling the greatest earlier. I think I just had the heat up too high. I took a nap. And, you know, sometimes when you have the heat on too high and it gets too hot, you know, you wake up a little groggy. Right? I think I was just groggy or something. I think, like I said yesterday, I think just tired me out. And the shit with work was driving me crazy. I almost thought about canceling stream just so I could get a little bit more for work done, but like I said, the fucking program crashed on me, and I was like, I can't. I just can't right this second. I was done. I was mentally done with it for the moment. But that was like one other reason why I postponed it. It's like, I need a few more minutes, but fucking thing crashed. And I'm like, never mind, minutes is done. No more minute. I really hope that because I actually bothered to shut it down and then power it back up, it'll cooperate, like maybe it reset it properly. Because I was just restarting it, but sometimes it doesn't like it even when you do that. And it's like, nope, do better. And it's like, shut up, program, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. We're making some progress. I was hoping tonight to maybe get this shot finally done, but I'll just have to finish it up later. That's okay. And I'm gonna blame fucking Flash for being garbage. I'm sorry, animate. You guys know what I mean. If I'm talking about Flash, I'm talking about stupid old anime. I'm gonna punch it like all the time. The thing is, like, I also don't want to go back to the old version of Animate because there are features in the new version I do quite like. It's just, it's still buggy and crashes too much for its own damn good. At this point in time, it shouldn't be this bad. And I think that's what the most frustrating thing is about it, is that it's just so bad, even at this junction of time. This juncture? Probably juncture that I meant. Yeah, whatever. Oh, later on this week, I need to sit down and look at some stuff for multiplayer day, but I think we should still be good for the 22nd. I kind of posted like a schedule based off one that Twas suggested. So if you're interested, please again go check it out on the Discord. This is so I don't forget later on. So we can see about doing that. Again, just to let you guys know, if you can't be there the whole time, that's fine. That's one reason why I was doing it like as a whole day thing, is like in case, you know, people need to step away, they have other things to do, they can at least catch some part of it. It's like, hopefully we have at least one other person for me to play with throughout the day. But you know, you're not obligated to be there all day. It's just it's a little bit more fun with multiplayer things to have other people. Is the only thing. So it's like I don't want anyone to feel pressured about that they can't be there the whole time because they have other things. I know people have other things going on in their lives, right? Totally fine. So I'm just putting out there. I don't want anyone to feel bad. If they can't stay the whole time, that's fine. Any amount of time you can come and stay and hang out, I appreciate. I really, really do. So I'm just putting that out there. And believe you me, I don't have the capability to be mad at anything else in my life right now. So you're not showing up as the lowest thing on my totem pole of things to be angry of. Or the highest thing? I don't know. How does that work? The most important thing of the totem pole is to the top, right? Oh, fuck it, no. Yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. I am looking forward to playing Valheim. I might pop in beforehand just to get a handle on it. If I do, we have a multiplayer channel on the Discord. It's kind of just for the multiplayer day, but it's like, if you guys want to use it when you're actually in-game, you know, feel free. Also, I apologize. One of our other people in the server and I were using the general chat. She was having trouble connecting. It's because I didn't set the permissions up properly and no one could actually access it. It should be fixed now. We just weren't really using it, so I didn't bother to check it that well to see if it was set up properly. Which is funny, because the channel that we made for the tabletop gaming day was set up fine, because no one had issues using it, so I don't know how I fucked up the main chat channel that hard on accident. So yeah, if for whatever reason you had tried using it and you could not use it, that's my fault. I fixed it. It's been fixed. It has been fixed at this point in time. Unless it's not, if you find any issues with it, just let me know and I'll poke around at it. It's my first time having to set up a Discord channel, so if there's things broken, just let me know and I will find a way to fix it and or make it better. Oh, I had a sad announcement or thing to kind of throw out there. It is a little sad, but I might have to, for the time being, disable the channel point reward about giving the cat treats. So if you don't know, my cat, the last couple times I've been out, until I put them away, I had this container of treats, and I kept it on the counter back here, next to the paper towel. Well, for some reason I thought he wouldn't be able to get into it. Well, he's knocked it off twice, which is why it's now in the cupboards where he can't get to it. Because he's knocked it off the counter twice, meaning the lid would pop open and all the treats would be on the floor and he would just have a fucking field day while I was gone. And I've noticed recently that he's looking a little chonky. And I think I just really need to limit how many treats the boy is getting right this second, because he's looking a teeny tiny bit chunky monkey-ish, And I'm already scared about having to take him to the vet because they're just gonna tell me that my cat gained weight. And it's like, I know he's gained weight. He's a fat, lazy boy, and I need to play with him a bit more. Like, I don't know, maybe we can replace it. We can replace it with play with the cat for 2 minutes or something. Instead of treats. It's like, and the other thing is, like, I know I still give him too many treats when I give him treats anyway. So part of the issue is me. So we might just have to lessen the amount of treats the little boy gets, because he's getting to be not as little anymore. He's getting to be a bit big. He's getting to be a bigger boy than he kind of was. So I'm just, we need to collectively as a team be careful with my cat's weight by not giving him too many treats. Because unfortunately, when I feed him treats, I dump a bunch in my hand and I spread them on the ground like I'm feeding pigeons in the park. And that's not how you're supposed to give your cat treats. But he's such a good boy, he needs them. So, that's my current predicament in my life. So I just, like I said, I just wanted to put it out there. What's going on with the boy? I need to actually weigh him myself and see how bad it is. I think the last time I had him weighed, he was like 11 pounds, and it's like, oh boy, I can't gauge very well just picking him up, but it's like I might have to step on the scale with him and just, you know, subtract it on my own and then cry in the corner a little bit. Because I know the vet's going to yell at me. It's like, I try, but he also is just, again, he's so lazy when it comes to playing. He'll play for like a couple of minutes and then get bored and then sit there because he knows I'll just waggle the thing next to him, and then he doesn't even have to try, and it's like, God damn it, cat. Stop being a total lazy daisy. I say as I sit here in my chair all damn day. But, you know. Just to put it out there, what is going on with the pawpaws. He's sleeping right now. But yeah, if anything, we might change it. But even if we did, like, play with him, it's like, I don't know how well he'll respond to it. Because, like, when he's sleeping, we'll have to call him over here and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do necessarily with that at the moment. Wanted to let you guys know though. It's fun to give the cat treats, but it would be better if he wasn't a lazy butthole! He's sleeping, so he's not even paying attention to me right now. I guess I don't have to turn him anymore. Okay, we'll just use this. Kitty health comes before stream. Yes, I appreciate it. Maybe if I just limit the amount of treats I give him, because that's the other thing. Like I was doing it where I was just giving him like one treat, and like that felt mean because I normally give him more than one, and just one treat because they're tiny isn't a lot. So I was giving him like a whole handful, but then again I'm bad and I give him maybe too big of a handful. So it's like either I need to find a better balance or something, or make the channel rewards higher, so it takes longer for you guys to build up treat points, I guess. I don't know. But the kitty is in limbo with treats right this second. It probably wouldn't be so bad if I had put the treats up properly after I got them and he hadn't been able to get into them so easily and help himself. Again, it's my fault. Of course, like I said, I've also had the issue of him getting into fucking hamburger grease that I've left on the counter. Because it's like, okay, I can put it in the fridge to chill it, but then I have to put it back on the counter for it to harden up so I can scoop it out of the bowl that it's in to throw it away. And it's like, if it's on the counter, there's a good chance you're gonna get there and try and lick it. I have this problem when I make bacon, too. Like, later on in the day, the pan will still be sitting there, and he gets up there and he's licking the bacon grease out of the fucking pan like a delinquent. It's like, can you please stop? But he doesn't. Because he wants to make it look like I don't feed him when I do. Someone said to me, it might have been my sister, about getting him one of those cat treadmills. And it's like, yeah, I could probably get him on it with, like, the laser pointer. But it's like, those things take up so much space. I don't know where I'd put it if I got a cat treadmill. I don't even know where you get those. Let's go see. Cat treadmill. There's a DIY version. I don't even know how much these cost. Am I gonna have my, like, eyeballs blown out? Oh, dear Jesus. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Unless I make my own, that's not happening. DIY. How much is it to make? Just make one. Who's good with, like, wood and shit and wants to make my cat a treadmill? One of them's like $270, but there was one that was listed for like $750. No. What? Here's one from AliExpress for $30, but I'm not going to risk my cat's life on that. Here's one from Etsy for $750. Again, though, I don't know where the fuck I'd even put the dumb thing. MyDearKitty.com has one for $9.50. My name is Paw, I never cease, I jump up top, I like the green. Well, you're not wrong, and that's a very cute little poem, and it's the truth, that is how it goes. I know they say for, like, dogs, it's okay for them to have, like, gristle and, like, fat off of, like, steak. Like, it's supposed to keep their coat shiny. Is there, like, something similar for cats? I mean, I don't think he should be just licking bacon grease. But it's like, is there a similar thing for cats? Lick the bread. Is it bad I'm not familiar what that meme is? I'm old. I know Icon has cheeseburger and that's it. I know a bit more than that, but I'm gonna make myself sound old. Send me a linky in the Discord so I can go see what the silly is. My sister says she hates the Doge meme. She's like, I don't get it. Why is it funny? He's like, what do you mean, why is it funny? The stilted, like, it's not even baby talk, but like the stilted, I'm gonna call it dog speak, is hilarious. I love the Doge meme. Much funny. My sister is much stupid. How do you not get it? It's hilarious. Fucking Doge meme. Even though it's become more of a meme nowadays because of Dogecoin, but, I mean, come on. How can you not like Doge meme? I also don't know why I have This Is Fine Dog up today. Well, maybe that's just to, that's more my mood towards fucking animate, I guess. We're not working on skulls today, so I'm not crying as much under the desk right this second. Oops. Memes channel. My stepdad used to be a baker in an authentic recreation of an 18th century new French fortress. Because they sell bread to the public, the health inspector came by, and she was ripping into my stepdad for violations like the stonework walls, the doorless entranceway, or the lack of a mosquito zapper. He pointed out that they were following the highest standards except for things that would destroy the authenticity of this 18th century bakery. The health inspector relented and agreed to give him a pass after verifying the food storage area was secure. They went to the shed, which was a doorless building attached to the bakery. As the health inspector went in, there happened to be an escaped cow licking all of the loaves. My stepdad can only say honestly, this never happens. They passed the health inspection. Too long didn't read. Health inspector witnesses escaped farm animal licking all the bread in a bakery. Passes health inspection anyway. My name is Cow, and when it's night, or when the moon is shining bright, and all the men have gone to bed, I stay up late. I lick the bread. That's good. See, that's the same energy as Doge meme. It's like the tiny snake comics. Tiny snake comic chip. My sister hates it because I can now no longer refer to potato chips normally because of this one comic. This one. Oh, it's so small. No, I need the big version. Give me a big version. Give me a big version. Okay, I'm gonna... Sure. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Open image, a new tab. There we go. I can no longer refer to chips normally anymore. I'm just gonna eat one. One chippy. Just one. When we talk about chippies, I'm like, Allie, can you get me the chippies? She's like, stop saying that! Because she's like, you just do that thing where you raise your voice like a tiny bit. Because I can't say it just chippy. It's chippy. You gotta do that 2 P's. Chippy. I'll get a chocolate chip cookie. He's like, Allie, look, chocolate chippy. And she's like, stop. I'm like, no, chippy. Chippy. Just one chippy. Like me some potato chippy. No chippy. Chippy. It's just fun to say. It's like saying spoopy instead of spooky. Because you get that double P. The double P sound is great. I mean, spooky's a pretty good word, don't get me wrong. Again, it has the ooh. There's an ookie in it. But oopy is just as good, if not better. It's like a slightly higher tier than ookie. This is important things to discuss. forget how scary the Salmon Run music in Splatoon 2 is. I'm only minorly... God, Salmon Run in Splatoon 2 is like some of the frustrating, like most frustrating shit. Because you'll get to the point where you're so close to clearing a stage and the last person alive just needs to survive for like 10 seconds and then they die. And I'm sitting there the whole time. Have you guys seen Tropic Thunder? There's a scene at the beginning. So slight spoilers for Tropic Thunder, right? It's a movie about them making a movie and how they fucked up making the movie. It's like a parody film, right? And at the beginning, it's framed as like one of the scenes from the movie that they're making. And you have Robert Downey Jr.'s character watching Ben Stiller's character get like shot, and there's that one point where he's just like, survive, survive, like he's just saying that. And when everyone in Salmon Run is dead and there's one person, I'm just yelling that at my TV, and then they die and we lose. I'm like, they didn't listen. Any of the other maps in Salmon Run I'm garbage at though. They just get really confusing. Tropic Thunder is an underrated comedy. It's not 100% great, but it's fun. I love Tropic Thunder. But seeing I'm biased, it has Robert Downey Jr. in it, and I'm not sure how you don't like that. Because it's Robert Downey Jr. Even with the questionable character things aside, but they mention that anyway. That's part of the commentary on that particular character choice. I was watching that the other day. It's on, was it, what's the, Peacock? No, Paramount Plus. It's on Paramount Plus. My sister just happens to have Paramount Plus, and I was using it to watch the South Park COVID special. They're still playing Oracle of Seasons. I guess just a warning this week, if we're streaming and you see maybe flashing behind me, it's because I've left the TV on. Usually for GDQ weeks, the TV stays on Twitch the whole time. If you were ever wondering. Man, I could go for some chippy right now. Chippy. Okay, I don't feel like listening to Salmon Rush stuff. Again, I just don't know what I want to listen to. I know I listen to like the same handful of things on stream, but I just know they're relatively safe. Oh, so we were listening to Birdley's theme, but it drops harder. Well, 10 hours ago, they posted Birdley's theme, but it drops harder. Let's see how harder it drops. I don't know what the other one sounds like. Oh, okay, here. We're gonna... Science. We're gonna get all three versions and see how harder it... Oh, goodness. No, stop. We're gonna see how drops harder. Okay. Stop. Birdley's theme Smart Race, but it drops harder. No, we just want Birdley's theme. Okay. What is this one? Dressed big shot, but it's Sans. The image for this is fun because it's Sans, and he's had to tape the glasses onto his head because he doesn't have his. Okay. Sometimes I forget about the Sans track. The track called Sans. And then the description of it is like, this is a song that could play when you fight Sans. And it's not actually used in the game, it's on all the soundtracks, but I don't think it actually appears in the game. We're doing Birdley's theme. Okay, so we'll start out with normal Birdley's theme, and then we'll do, but then it drops harder, and then harder. Okay, so here's regular Birdie's theme. Okay. Everyone got it in their head, so when I switch it, we can compare. Listen carefully. This is a science experiment now. It's not. Okay, you guys got it? Alright, now let's do Birdley's theme, but it drops harder. Ready? Okay. This is stuff that those cyber goths under the bridge would dance to, right? Give this 45 seconds for the other one. Oh, it had 45 seconds. Okay, okay. That one's fun. Okay, now back to the beginning of this one. For harderer. Just has a slow build up. I see, I see. Okay, there you go. See it. All right, so tangent. So guys, have you ever heard the demo tracks on the Moana soundtrack of Lin-Manuel Miranda, well, doing the demos for the songs from the movie? Has anybody heard these? If you've heard them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'm going to pull up a reference anyway. Okay, the demos are funny because even though Lin-Manuel is great at doing, writing songs, you know, the guy from Hamilton, if you don't know who this is. His demos just kind of ruin the songs in like the best kind of way. We're going to listen now. You know what You're Welcome sounds like from Moana, right? I'm gonna show you the demo that's on the soundtrack. We're only gonna listen to a bit of these because these might get me in trouble. But I'm assuming if they're demos, it won't get me in too much trouble.
Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah, you're face to face with greatness, and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that humans never change.
So, it's not great. I get it, they're demos, but they hurt me in my soul. They hurt me in my soul. Because they're kind of but they're funny. They're funny. Now he wrote all the music for Encanto, and the stuff in Encanto is great. Now, the soundtrack for Encanto, as far as we know, does not have the demos on it, which makes me sad because I kind of live for them right now. Well, there's somebody online that does a very convincing impression of Lin-Manuel, and he might have put out demos for different songs from Encanto. And his recent videos, they've changed the title for Encanto to Lincanto, and it's fucking funny. But here, we're just going to listen to this.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But it was my wedding day. It was our wedding day.
We probably won't listen to the whole thing, but it's just funny because it's pretty spot on. So if for whatever reason you were missing a Lin-Manuel demo for the Encanto tracks, there are not official ones out, but there are these. And they're great. I love them. Okay, that's enough. That's probably already gonna get me in trouble later. But just so you know, when it comes to like weird, I guess mashups, if you will, that those exist. Those exist if you needed them in your life. Okay, I need to find something for the last 3 minutes of stream. Oh, this one's good. This is, I think we've played this one. This is Death by Big Shot. So this is mixing Mettaton EX's or Neo's theme with Spamton Neo's theme. Pretty good mashup. See, the heat just popped on. I've been having trouble finding like a good medium temperature for my house right now. Because like if I turn it down too low, it just gets bitterly cold in here. If I have it up too high, it just gets too warm in here. It's like I'm having Goldilocks syndrome right this second in my house. This is probably when my lips are so dry and I was groggy earlier. probably play this back and and see if any of this looks good. Because we haven't done that in a hot minute. You guys think? Do you think it's gonna look okay when I hit play? It should. Oh, it's autoplaying. I don't even know why I have autoplay on. I don't have it on anywhere else. Okay, I guess on my PlayStation it's on autoplay. I don't normally listen to music on desktop YouTube with autoplay. This is a playlist that I made. Okay, let's see.
Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a...
Yeah, looks fine. Those get stuck in place because I didn't do the next frame. I don't even know why I did this. The fucking drawstrings don't need to move. And in my head I'm like, no, they should move a little bit. I said I would. I'm not drawing the extra stuff, I'm just making it extra complicated elsewhere, and no one's going to care. Except me. Which is not justification for me doing it, is what I've discovered recently when it comes to stuff. Oh, is that as far as the arm's going? I guess it is, that's right. I used to have it fall off the lap and I didn't like it, so I left it sitting there. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to just sit there. Granted, it's supposed to take a few more frames to get there, but I might just leave it there. We'll just squiggle these out and get them to stop moving. Hopefully. Of course, it does bother me. I guess here the jacket should have swayed in a little bit, huh? Yeah, just a little bit. We'll end here in a minute and just at least want to get this done. I feel really bad I didn't get more done tonight, but I just getting work stuff was just making life difficult, and it's like I have to see about getting that fucking situated, and I just didn't want to. Into the regular Undertale soundtrack. I've been trying to avoid it. I don't want every week. I know we'll do every week with Sonic music, but I don't want every week to be Undertale stuff because I don't know how long I'm going to be working on that. Well, I'm going to be working on this for a while, and I don't want to listen to the Undertale soundtrack every week. Not saying I couldn't. Cause I could, but I don't really wanna. Unless it's like remixes. I like a good remix here and there. Mashups are fun. Covers are fun. Unless they're the covers from Kill la Kill, and they kinda suck. I don't think anyone's going to understand that reference, because most people don't seem to watch Kill la Kill. Again, let's try and get everything to stop moving in this frame, and then I will call it for the night. I guess while I'm finishing this, I can go over announcements. I don't have too many announcements is the thing. Not much is going to change too much. I'm just going to mention the multiplayer night. And if you have anybody that might want to join, just let them know when it is. They probably have to be on the Discord if they want to be in the voice call to be on the channel. But it's like, just plug in that. until it happens, but it's like none of the games should be changing for a while. I did mention, if you missed it on Friday, if I can find the time, I'm considering adding another day to the stream schedule for achievement hunting purposes. So, oh, this is the concert? No, stop. This isn't even the actual concert. This is just the fucking intro to the concert. I'm like, why are there fucking speech bubble noises? Okay. I might be seeing about finding the time to add a extra night for achievement hunting, so we don't have a repeat of necessarily heavy rain. Again, I'm going to call it heavy rain syndrome, where we're stuck in achievement hell because I feel like doing them, but it's boring, repetitive shit or something. It's like, I want those, the main 3 days are, you know, to hopefully shift into new games, but it's like, if I still want to work on them, we can just have another night that's just for hanging out and doing random things. So that's up there. I kind of think I shouldn't do it until I get the fucking YouTube archive under control, considering the bazillion videos that aren't put up yet. But I don't know. It's one of those under consideration things. I'm just spending more time picking out music than I am finishing this thing. God damn it. Give me a second. Let's do this one. So, just, again, putting that out there. Your thoughts on it are greatly appreciated. So, you know, let me know what you think. Because if anything, that would just mean, like, the main 3 days we could actually get new games in there sooner. So, like, games that require a bit more attention or time can just be put on achievement hunting day. Like, we'll still, when we do the main playthroughs, is this loud? It's a little loud. Like, when we do the main playthroughs, we'll still do what we can achievement-wise while we're going through, but, like, secondary achievements. So, like, with Heavy Rain, it was going back and replaying through a lot of stuff. And there are other games I didn't bother doing that for. It's like, I try and do it in one pass, but some games you can't do that with. Like, we talked about one time maybe going back to Amnesia Machine of Pigs to get, like, the note I was missing and the achievement for getting all the notes. But it's like, I just didn't feel like necessarily revisiting it for one night or whatever. But if I have, like, a night dedicated to it, it would be better? Is kind of how I feel. And it would just be, well, Twaz pointed out, it wouldn't be super chill because there's certain things that would probably frustrate me, but it also depends on the game. Again, like, not all games I'd probably do it. Like, I'm probably never going to go back to Crash Bandicoot. I've just learned that I just don't, I'm not good at Crash Bandicoot, and I don't know if I want to put in the time to be good at Crash Bandicoot to hundo it. But, you know, other games that I might actually want to spend time on, at least a little bit more, might. Of course, I mentioned Resident Evil 6 the other night because there was certain achievements I was working on it before I uninstalled it. I wasn't going to do all of them, but I remember I hate Resident Evil 6. Like, I don't know if I'd want to revisit that game either, aside from, like, those few achievements I was trying to get personally on my own anyway. So it's one of those things. It'd be kind of like a free night. It wouldn't necessarily have a set thing that I did that particular night. Because, like, I have games like Gunfire Reborn, like, there's a bunch of achievements that, you know, you have to do on there, but it takes multiple tries. Or I've been trying to work on S-Ranks and Assault Android Cactus. Like, I could switch it depending on what I'm feeling that night. So it'll be a little bit more loosey-goosey with what we played. It wouldn't be like a set game every time I played. Is what I'm thinking. I should probably put a post up on the stream feedback for it. It's just until we get, like, the multiplayer day over with, I don't want to fill up the channel too much with other things at the moment. So that's why I'm bringing it up here, to kind of put the thought out there.
Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a...
I don't know if this looks good or not. What I'm gonna do, it's gonna look really weird. Okay, it got really weird really fast. It's gonna look really weird when I do this. What I'm gonna do, just because playing it back in real time in here, it doesn't like it. I'm gonna go in here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna render it out, and we'll look at it this way, and we'll see if it looks any better. Once it does its thing. Come on. There you go. It's gonna look weird because it's unfinished.
Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time.
It's really weird that the rest of the body doesn't move, but that's because...
Alright, but I must warn you.
It doesn't look bad, right?
Alright, but I must warn you.
The coat's kind of jumping. I think it's disturbing me because everything else isn't moving. It doesn't look bad, but next to everything else being
Alright,
static.
but I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time.
Those last couple of frames are
Alright,
kind of creepy.
But I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time.
They're really creepy because we have like a mouth on one of those frames that just pops into existence.
Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time.
Hey, oh, you guys see it? Right there.
Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh look, Megalovania found me.
Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright, but I must warn you, you're gonna...
I tried to... These are little things that I'm worried about, and nobody's going to care. But they're driving me crazy. It's because you can't see it. Okay, so... We're supposed... Yeah, the hedge is sinking down. I'm supposed to be ending. I have to go fiddle-faddle with fucking animate for another couple hours. But I'm going to explain... I need to explain to you guys my frustrations to see if you understand why this happens. This is a problem I have. So I have his hand put down here, and it holds there. Now, it changes to show that he's putting weight on it. But because it's here, you don't see that, and I guess there should be a more gradual, like, slide into it. But that's why I did that, if you were wondering. Like, why did she change the hand if she's just going to hold it there? Like, because it got... You have your plant is planting, and then it shifts because he's putting weight on it. No one cares. That's the frustrating thing, is I know nobody cares about this shit. It is very warm in here. I'm dying. Help. Ugh. I'm just trying to explain to you guys my thought process. If you're thinking, why the fuck is she doing these weird things? This is why. Because this is why. And then again, the coat. At one point, yeah, it pops over. It doesn't swing. It should be swinging from a point. The drawstrings are, but the coat itself is not swinging. It should be, it's connected to the hood. So it's not moving under the hood. It's connected to the hood. Again, nobody cares about these details. I guess I just need to take a break from it and come back to it later. Because I work on this off stream too. Just not as much as I should have been lately. But I'll fix it later. It's looking okay. Obviously, we've only made a dent. We're only 2 seconds in, and this is a 7-second clip. But it's getting there. It's getting there. This head movement, though, I'm actually quite happy with this. That looks good. Look at that. Does the body move? I almost wonder if I should not move the body as much. Well, no, those sketches are literally just placeholders. The arm might move a little bit. No, see, like that, see, the sketch, it's moving, but I'm probably going to keep it static, because if we have it without the refs on, it's quite creepy. I like it. It's just we have this unfinished stuff that I have to fix later. Yeah, no, that looks good. I'm sorry, I just need to puff myself up for like a whole second, because the little things are driving me bad shit right this second. Okay, the head wobble here, I thought this would look bad because it's supposed to be for a laugh, but it doesn't look too bad. Go. Oh, come on. No, I put a shortcut button here. Oh, no, it's on plus. No, it might not be drastic enough. Well, it's also not playing in real time, is it? No, it is. But it might be too close. In slow motion, it looks okay. Of course, I'm also missing everything else, so I can't judge it based off that. Yeah, it gets creepy when you have the smile just pop into existence. Oh, it bothers me. The nose gets smaller? Bigger. No, it gets bigger on this frame. That nose needs to be fixed. The eyes are also being inconsistent, but it's going to be moving. It's not going to matter too much in this case, so I'm not going to worry about it. In fact, I'm going to stop thinking about it for right now. We're going to save, and I'm going to stop for right a second. Because it's just little things that are driving me crazy. I think it's because I'm sitting here, I'm still technically frustrated about anime, and now I have to go back and look at anime and hope it doesn't fucking shoot itself in the goddamn big toe again, and then roll around on the floor. Because that's what it's going to do. Probably. So, I gotta take a break from this and go back to the other thing I was taking a break from to come work on this, because that's just how it goes. When I take breaks, right, it's not to take a break most of the time. It's usually to take a break from one work thing to move to another work thing. And then I take a break from that and then go do other work things. It's probably a bad idea, but whatever, that's where we are. Oh, we already did announcements. Again, check out the Discord, as usual, if you want more updates, or to hang out, or for information on the multiplayer night. Again, that's going to be January 22nd, 2022. When I find the time, I'm going to try and get... I need to technically come up with a layout for this. I'm not sure what to do for the art for it, is part of the problem. But it's like I need to do it so I can get the schedule up, so I can promote it a little bit more. Because I should. hopefully it works. I don't know. My attempts at promotion aren't always the greatest, but I'll try again. We'll try. If you have ideas on what to draw for the multiplayer art, I'm probably not going to change the color. It's just going to be like the default. So this color, the default, but the image in the chat box are going to change. So it's different. If you have any ideas for the chat box art, maybe let me know, because I can't think of necessarily anything. Unless I do like a Link 4 Swords adventure thing, where it's just 4 different versions of the avatar in different colored clothing, like in 4 Swords adventure. What was that? What was that? Did you guys hear that? Did something break? What was that? What fell? What just fell? What happened? Who? The cat's not even over here. Oh god, my apartment is haunted. Alright, whatever. What was I saying? Don't remember. Whatever. Oh, channel art. It's like that might... The idea I was just running with might work. Don't know. If you have anything better, just let me know and I'll see. But my favorite Ghostbuster isn't around to help me. I can't call the Ghostbusters. Whatever, it's fine. It's probably something dumb. I don't know, maybe a ghost would be nice. Then I'd have company. Not saying you guys aren't good company, but then it'd be someone I could watch TV with or something. I don't know, that sounds really sad. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm a bit frazzled right now just because, again, I'm thinking about having to go back to anime, and the fact that it's been uncooperative just makes me unreasonably angry, and then my brain breaks, and then I forget what the fuck I'm talking about. You know how it goes, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go and deal with it, and hopefully get it done. And then I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for Final Fantasy XIV. And we can have Final Fantasy XIV shenanigans, which just consists of me struggling with fantasy words for 90% of the time. But that's fun, right? I don't know. I hope it's a little bit fun. But yeah, Final Fantasy tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, I've said too many times in the last like 5 minutes. So, I am for serious going to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry if I'm just a little on edge right now, because I kind of am, because anime is a poop. It's just a poop. End of story. So I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully see you tomorrow. If I don't, take care, stay warm, stay safe, all that fun stuff. I'll see you when I see you, and we'll talk later. Discord and Twitter and all that fun stuff. Down that away. I believe in you to find it. Okay. Bye, guys.